Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade
Shade
in
in
the
the
City.
City.
I'm your girl, Trees.
It's Nellz.
And avoid her look of confusion. I just told her what I thought about the end of this episode, and she's confused by my response. But we're going to explain it to y'all because we're going to get there at some point. But I'm just going to say, I'm going to preface this. I think by the end of this episode, my opinion changed about Robyn a little bit because y'all heard what I said last episode. And I said I need to see her be vulnerable, and we disagree. But we're going to get there and we're going to talk about it. If you haven't already, Shade Squad and all of our new viewers, make sure you hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
The face for me. It's the face. Y'all, let's get into it. And let's get shady. So Nneka and Wendy are still going back and forth. Nneka questions if Wendy claims to not know Lebe. And apparently Wendy's like, that's my sister's friend. But she was like, if you didn't know her, why you announce her at your daughter's sipping seat? If that's not somebody that's like your man's in them, you know what I mean? That's your man. And
I think she had a very valid point.
And Nneka's like, well, how would you want, someone to emulate your daughter, but you claiming you don't, or your daughter to emulate them, but you claim you don't know them, or that's not your friend. So all the ladies are confused, including myself, because Wendy is trying to make it seem like, she knows her, but she doesn't know her, right? Ashley talks about getting, how getting a gay is a big thing in their culture. And Wendy's explanation is that, that was her sister's friend. And she says even Giselle got one. And that's Giselle. So what's that supposed to mean? Basically saying like it's not that important. It's not the way.
Yeah, but you didn't say that you want your daughter to be like Giselle.
So then basically Wendy asked her, were you there or were you still in LA, doing crack?
Girl, that was a reach.
I'm at
A
my
reach.
notes say Wendy thought she hit, but that plane did not land. Okay. And so Nneka feels like she's deflecting again and doesn't want to admit that
Definitely deflecting.
Wendy's family attacked her and didn't want her to have a seat at the table. Now, Giselle says she doesn't want to throw around such strong allegations if they're not true, especially when
With
it's
no receipts.
with no.
So then Wendy says, well, let's not throw around 80 allegations. Did you see Giselle started to say, well, Nneka had receipts.
I didn't see that.
Well, I guess she was
I
like, you
love
know what,
when.
let me just shut my mouth. She was like, whatever.
So then production asked Wendy if she has a crime receipt. And she says that if it walks like a duck, it's crack. And I said, Wendy, stop. Stop. I don't know who's giving you your reads. I don't stop. Come to
Normally
shade.
she's good. She's just not good at deflecting, I guess. She goes to make up with friends she really don't want to. She tells people they're on crack. She's just not good at deflecting.
I promise you, just like there's ghost writers, there's ghost readers. If you need one, I'm here for you, okay? I got time. I got time.
She would help you deflect.
Don't do that. But it could be a good read, though.
She
Anyway,
would help you deflect. She would not make you admit what the hell happened.
then Karen tells them that she wants them to all get along, and then they get up to have this awkward ass dance party because the music don't match up with what they doing, because I guess they can't play, copyrighted music on the show. They're not gonna pay for it. So they're gonna play some copyright free music that didn't match up with what they was doing, because the way they was dropping it down or trying to drop it down and bust it open and get it low didn't match up with what was going on the screen. But then in the meantime, in between time, Candace goes to check on Nneka to make sure she's okay, because she was like, I seen you, you looked upset. And then Wendy goes up to Candace afterwards and says, I need to let you know, you don't need to have any conversations with my name in it when it comes to Nneka. So Candace is like, damn, I'm a whole grown ass woman. I don't need you to tell me who I'm. Right. I don't need you to tell me who I'm having conversations with. And I was kind of here with Candace on that, but I'm here for Wendy. She was like, look, let me tell you something. Don't be talking about me and you supposed to be my friend. You can't be what is it, riding the fence like Karen. You can't be the fence.
If it quacked like a duck. Candace is like, listen, I don't know what to believe, okay? I don't know what to believe. So then the ladies, they went up to their rooms to get ready for some dinner. Of course, they traveled in separate cars. Nneka's in one vehicle talking about, this defamatory crack allegation, okay, and how Wendy will never apologize for it, even though it's freaking ridiculous, okay. Also, she won't acknowledge the shrine allegation.
Can I just say, oh, okay, Shade Squad, can I just interrupt for a second? I gotta break it down because y'all know if y'all haven't already, please make sure that you hit that like button.
I wasn't done with that scene.
I know you wasn't.
Did you just push play on me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. So then Wendy is in the next car basically saying that, there's nothing to salvage between her and Nneka. She don't know that girl, once again, okay? And Nneka and her are basically done, okay? She has nothing. There's nothing there. Now go ahead.
Oh, now you push the play button on me. Okay. So yeah, y'all, if you haven't already, hit the like button.
And a subscribe button.
So now, allegedly, y'all know I keep my ear to the YouTube streets. Apparently, Carlos King, the Carlos King, had a conversation with Wendy. And apparently the real it of the it, this is just allegedly in these YouTube streets, the real it of the it is what happened was Wendy absolutely knew of this lady. What was going on? Now, I'm not gonna defend her for because she knew the whole lady, right? But apparently she has always wanted to be on reality TV. They had, their friends, cousins have been sisters. So that's like, and again, I'm not gonna compare our platform to a Real Housewives of Potomac, right? But that would be like somebody that knows you or knows me, and they'd be like, but I want to be on Shadeinthecity, and I want to be on Shadeinthecity. And they try to, and they making phone calls and they doing things. And so basically what Carlos said was the real it of the it, why there's an issue with Nneka and the families and whatever, because she was trying to call the families and basically get closer to Wendy. And that's why Wendy was like trying to push her back. I don't know. I can't, but that's just allegedly why we keep seeing this back and forth, is because she's tried this before to try to get closer and closer to Wendy by making fun.
And everybody said if Wendy just would have said, listen, I want to be the only, beautiful black Nigerian
and I don't think
show.
it's about being the only. I think it's about the way like you're going to force your way on, like you're gonna, so now you're gonna, then the sister has to, and you get what I'm saying, and now they calling me, and when I'm just trying to mind my business, I don't want to be a part of it. Now me.
The thing is, I don't feel like she came on saying, oh, I know Wendy. It was Ashley that came on basically saying, oh, I know this other Nigerian woman, and comparing her to Wendy. So to me, I don't feel like it was.
But what I'm saying is that Carlos, who talked to Wendy allegedly, says that she has been trying to get on the show for years, or at least since Wendy has been on there. Through
Nneka has.
Yes.
Okay.
And through their relationships. Like trying to work her way up and get to know Wendy. And I think that's why when we see where, you were using her name, and that's why family got involved, because Wendy was like, I don't want nothing to do with it. And maybe I'm being biased, but it sounds like it comes off like she didn't want no parts of it for whatever reason. But there were other family members like that were involved with her or were involved with each other. And they're like, and they got her mama all riled up. But it really has nothing to do with the two of them, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the fact that she wanted to be on the show, she was already on the show. Outside of that, there
But
is,
if it didn't make Wendy upset, why would the family be upset?
I think because they felt like maybe she was trying to ride Wendy's coattails, or she was on it like clout, basically. Like that's I think that's what the real beef is. It's like, and I don't know if it's like of their culture where we're supposed to welcome you, and maybe that's what the whole her mother was like using somebody else's name. That's the only reason why that narrative makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. So at the table, you know, they're supposed to be ordering food, but instead, these ladies talking about who swallows.
Woo! And of course,
And I ain't talking about no champagne, okay?
right. Robyn's the first one to be like, I do, I do, I
And
do, I
everybody
do.
is disgusted. And I don't think it's just the fact that she swallows that they're disgusted.
I
It's
know.
the fact of who she's swallowing.
What is
You
it?
sound like an owl.
Woo!
And you know what? Listen, I can't blame them. Okay, I cannot blame them. I ain't about to tell y'all, you know, what happens in, you know, neither of our bedrooms. But what I do know is,
I was gonna say we're not gonna discuss that.
no. But what I do know is, I think that I would also feel that it was disgusting that you don't know where that thing has been, and you up here the first to raise your hand talking about
That thing, that thing, that thing.
Now Nneka, she also says that she swallows,
She
but
said
I
it's
don't
good for
cheat.
the skin.
Mm-hmm. Make you
It's like
sit
that
on.
Neutrogena.
Okay. You so stupid. I can't stand her. She's such an idiot. But you know, we know. I'm not gonna say we know, but we believe that Ike don't cheat. Okay, so whatever she's swallowing is
Candace said she would never. She'd rather a man just, you know, I don't know a nice word, pee on her.
at one point, Ashley was talking about you just hold it in your mouth. They said, girl, that's
Oh,
even
that's
worse.
worse.
Oh, hell wrong. They like, look, Karen said they hold your mouth hostage, girl.
Look,
No,
unless your man is eating a lot of fruits and berries, that is a terrible situation.
I wouldn't give a damn what she eat. I ain't holding a damn thing. I'm not even holding spit in my mouth. Okay, you absolutely not.
Not mucus, not a nope, it has to go.
Mm-mm. Then Candace talks about how she prefers to be peed on. Child, that's worse. To me, that's way worse.
What's going on at that house?
But Ashley, she said she on board with it too. She said, you know what now? See, that's something I can get down with.
You already know Ashley and Candace ain't too far off. They just don't like each other. But really, they best friends, real low key.
Right?
They are the same person for real.
So then everybody decides to take a poll, and nobody eats booty hole except for Mia.
Well, Giselle said she did it before. I thought she said that.
Did she? I don't remember that. I thought Mia was the only one that said she did.
But I love
that. They said, girl, what it tastes like? She got like booty hole.
I love that Wendy got on Robyn for not eating oysters, but she'll swallow wrong. Karen says that they bring out that Karen is not clean and it's mess, even though she tried to act because she's into teabagging. And she said, well, you know, you got to keep up with the times.
She showing up dead. Oh, but God, could you imagine those tea bags?
Nah, I don't want them. Them bags been boiled a couple times. I don't want it. I don't want it.
You're so stupid. The ladies then expressed, well, shoot, so did they. The ladies then expressed how candid a dinner it was and how great it was, okay? And Nneka is just thankful that, you know, they called her at the right time because she said she was going through a lot. She's been stressed, you know, trying to get pregnant. And she said that she ideally wants to pop out a boy and a girl twin and just be done. Just have it done and over.
Agrees that that's what she wants as well. And for y'all who felt away, Candace did come out today. I believe it was Neighborhood Talk. I saw it on Instagram before I came on here, and I said I'm gonna mention it. That Candace feels vindicated that this little heifer admitted that she lied on her husband. Victory. Okay, y'all can't say nothing about little
Wait, what happened? What did we say?
so remember you was on me because you was like, oh, or you were on Candace because you was like, oh, the rumors is out there. And so there was a report that came out, I think it was like Neighborhood Talk or the Shade Room, and they were talking about how she feels vindicated because the girl came out and said that she lied about her husband and it wasn't true.
Oh, you talking about Robyn?
No, I'm talking about Candace, Chris, with the voice messages and the
Oh, okay.
yeah. She's
Now
vindicated.
what about her?
The girl was like, I lied.
We talked about this last episode, Tree. She said she lied and then she came out with the voice memos.
But did nobody hear the voicemail? She never produced them. She said she had them. She showed a photo of them, but nobody ever heard the voice clips.
Oh, she ain't never playing.
Right.
That don't mean she won't.
Y'all gonna leave Candace alone.
Maybe Candace better be swallowing.
Don't hear.
Well, then after all of that nastiness, okay, Robyn invites all the ladies back to her room. Okay. When the ladies got back to the room, it was really pretty awkward. I felt like Robyn thought it was kind of weird that not too long ago Candace was blasting her online and now she walking around the house in her damn slippers and joking with her. I felt like it was kind of weird also.
Yeah, because
I
we got
invited
beef. We got beef forever until we talk it out. Right.
But Candace did let her know that they need to have a conversation, and said that, Robyn is like her big sister and it's time to move forward. Good luck with that.
Yeah. So then we see Nneka. She's calling her hubby the next day to check in, and he's at the airport, and she tells him that Wendy called her a crackhead. And
He just started laughing.
right.
Like, what?
And he's like, everybody knows you're not a crackhead. So Ashley
Ciao, bye.
has a spread.
What we don't know is
out. I will say Nellz would have loved this.
I did.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Clearly that's her love language. Is breakfast. And so Giselle comes in and apologizes to Robyn for leaving her in the room with ladies that have been trashing her. They bring up Candace and they're surprised that she even wanted to be in the room with Robyn. And Robyn's like, I'm confused as well because she was just talking about me like not too long ago and I just don't understand. And it's like, either you want to be friends with the girl or not. And if you don't want to be friends with her or fake friends with her, because I don't even believe she was really friends with her for real. My opinion. I always thought it was kind of a fake friendship. So I just think that Candace needs to realize that, but I think Robyn already knew that. That's why I did.
You know what? I don't see how you can be genuine friends with Candace.
And see, I feel the opposite. I don't see how you can be genuine friends with Robyn.
She's had long-lasting friendships. People are friends with her and have been for years. We can't say the same for Candace.
You're gonna leave Candace alone. You're gonna stop doing Candace like that.
Candace does everybody any kind of way. This is why I can't see anybody being her genuine friend or actually feeling
Well,
comfortable.
maybe because I don't have enough history on her friendships, but she seems like a pretty decent, as she's in her big.
You didn't start Potomac from the beginning?
No, not like from the I started I probably started like after Monique. So I don't know.
You know what? That's what it is.
Yeah.
There's the discrepancy.
Right. I was gonna say, because I started after Monique.
Because you know how I feel about Monique.
Right.
And they were friends. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't see how you can be a genuine friend to Candace because she has no problem switching it up on you. Look at the end of this episode. Oh, we need to talk. We need to move forward. And now you talking mess about me and my husband and how.
No, I get you. So Ashley reveals to the ladies that they will be painting their vajayjays on an interpretation of such.
This is, who this made me think of?
Me.
No.
Oh, somebody I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
That literally that you just saw today.
A lot of the ladies are turned off by this. I wouldn't be. I'd fight it.
And
Candy.
also, she did. I think Karen was the main one that was turned off. She was like, the hell, I'm not doing this. But she
Right,
also
but
said it's your
Candace said that,
interpretation.
a lot of the ladies should be painting roast beef because their vaginas have been, been through a lot. Now Karen brings up how Robyn got the second penthouse and says that she shares things with one pocket of the group and it divides the group. Then Robyn says her personal stuff is not, for her, divulging to the group, and says that she responded to those that reached out to her. So then Candace is like, but I reached out to you and you didn't respond. You didn't say anything. And so Robyn was like, well, that was after you trashed me on social media. And then, she's like,
Like,
do
how
you
was I
know what
supposed to
I've
think?
been through? Do you
Like,
know what
how was I
I've
supposed
been
to think
through?
that you reaching out to me was genuine? The way you trashed me online, I'm supposed to
Do you
automatically
know what I've been through?
absolutely not.
Okay.
Look,
And
look
what
now.
I thought
Listen,
in this
I'm
moment
with
was,
Wendy.
here's my thing. You have all that energy for us and what you've been through, but you're giving that energy to the wrong person.
And this is how I feel about the end of the episode tears. You have all those tears for everybody else, but you're giving them to the wrong, your energy is for the wrong people. Save those tears for one.
So Candace is like, I've been through some of the same, and Karen's like, yeah, she has. And Robyn's like, and she was like, but Candace is like, you hid your stuff from the group, so that it wouldn't be apparent, and basically try to cover up my man not really doing anything, just you and Giselle just making up a storyline, basically. Um, and so yeah. And so Robyn jumps up very dramatically. What do you want me to do? Do you want to beat me up? I'm accountable. I've been here, And one thing I will say is that what the ladies are mad about, Robyn, come to the front, because I'm starting to get in a better place with you, so you can come to the front. You can come to the front of the church. You can come. Now, the ladies are angry with you because you went on. That would be like me and this lovely young lady being on a whole platform, like a bigger platform than we're on. And then waiting to go to our YouTube and charging members or whatever behind a paywall to tell them information that they watched this show for. People feel cheated, and not only but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I've seen within probably the last 72 hours how people are talking about this season is not it. So no, nobody wants to sell their truth for fame or to make a show thrive. Nobody wants to do that. But at the end of the day, you hurt yourself by going, because you still talked about it, you still had to admit it, but you did it behind a paywall that benefited you. And now the rest of the cast is looking at you because we had to tell all our stuff and all our business to make this season thrive, and you got to hide it. That is why your cast members are beefing with you.
Well, that'll do it.
Karen says that Robyn reminds her of one of these polygamous women, that she's gonna stand by her man, and she does look like a sister wife right now. And Robyn wants to move on because she feels like it's, they're personally attacking her, and it is what it is. And so at this point, there is no coochie painting. I was gonna say painting, but that probably wouldn't be appropriate. But anyway, there's no pee painting. And so there's no more time, and they're gonna go out, and the women are going out on separate dates and to a distillery. And what was it, to go boot shopping?
Food shopping. Did you mention how they asked if she was even like curious to know like what was going
Oh,
on in
and
the
how he
DMs?
went through his phone and he deletes his phone. I didn't think it could get any worse than what I said, but oh yeah, yeah. That was pretty bad. I think even Giselle was like, you shouldn't have said that, girl. You shouldn't have said that out loud. That was one of the moments you shouldn't have said that out loud.
So yeah, Robyn is in one car talking about how she thinks it's ridiculous that everybody should air out all her dirty laundry, and she feels like she's been transparent. You need to take some advice from Trace, okay? She definitely explained why everybody is pissed the hell off. Now, in the other car, Karen feels that Robyn gave.
Well, thank you. I thought I did a good breakdown. Thank you.
Yeah, you're so stupid. She feels that Robyn gave all she can give. Wendy's kind of like me. She said she don't care. She's like, if she gonna accept him cheating, okay. I don't care. Listen, so be it. That's great.
That's what you're gonna do. I'm with Wendy at this point. If that's what y'all want to do in y'all marriage, just say that. I think we just want to know as a people, just say that so we can go back to minding our business.
But I think that's why I appreciate you explaining that, because for me, it was like, I don't understand why they care so much.
Right.
Like, if this is what this lady is now, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I was going.
That would be like, okay, so even if you didn't, that would be like the equivalent, as bad as Real Housewives of Atlanta did, ratings wise, and how everybody was like, and with Drew's divorce, imagine if Drew's divorce never made it, how bad the season would have been. So that is why that is Robyn not disclosing that or being open about it or just sharing her truth was so detrimental. Because Drew, I mean, let's just be real. Let's just be honest. Drew's divorce, and I hate to say it, Drew's divorce saved Real Housewives of Atlanta. And even still, they want a new cast. Right now, Real Housewives of Potomac is teetering on, because that's another top Black casted show that's teetering on what are we going to do? It's not giving, it's da-da-da, because you're trying to hide what you're really going through from the cameras. And nobody wants to see that. We want to see your real truth. So yeah, you hurt the cast. That's why Karen was so pissed, because we shouldn't have to tell your truth. We shouldn't have to be nasty. We should be able to do that.
Or be the only ones telling our truths.
Huh?
Or be the only one telling our truth.
Right. Like, you should just come out and say it. And then if we want to talk about it or dish or leave our little tidbits or shade about it, cool. But we shouldn't have to bring out your for you. That should be you. That is your story.
Yeah. So it seems like the ladies are having a really good time going boot shopping. Nneka says that she really thinks that she feels like the ladies have embraced her. They're not scaring her away at all. Okay. She did express that she moved to DMV a week before the wedding, which was not a great idea. Okay. Her wedding was a disaster.
At the Watergate at that.
At the Watergate, yes.
No shade to Watergate. We don't want no problems with Watergate,
but it's probably not even the fact that it's the Watergate. It's the fact that,
because remember, that's where we wanted to first get the igloos for my birthday, remember? And they were tripping.
I don't think it's the fact that it was the Watergate. I think it's the fact that you weren't here. You're not able to go check everything out. You're depending on someone else. You know what I mean? Like, but I think that could happen anywhere. But she says that she plans to do this big grand Nigerian wedding in her country, but she has family.
She's gonna have her Portia wedding.
But see, they have family there, so listen, that's totally different. But she said she don't really know how that's gonna work wearing them, little corset dresses and stuff. And she planned to be pregnant. Okay. Now, the other ladies are at the distillery, getting a little twisted. Okay, they over here drinking 150 proof liquor.
That would be, when I tell you this scene was
that would definitely be you.
They went to the distillery, was like, "Can I get wine?
Can I get beer?" Karen said, "I thought I was going to a brewery."
And I could go to a brewery and still be like, "Y'all got wine?"
Look, and they crossing out brewery, they crossing out winery. And the poor man's like, "No, ma'am, we just sell liquor."
It's a left car. I would have been able, I would have known, like, all right, you got one or two shots, and then you done. But especially when it was 150 proof that they did, yeah.
That sounds like it probably tastes like rubbing alcohol. Ugh. Not
Robitussin.
no. So everybody's sitting outside, they having a conversation, and they see a bird. Wendy, I'm sorry, mom, Jesus Christ, I can't even. Mia, okay.
It was a crow, I thought.
I I feel like it was. Yeah, I think it was a crow.
And Mia was like, that's your
Mia,
mama?
yes, that ain't your mama, is it? Wendy said, don't do that.
You know what? And I know y'all gonna say I'm biased. I respected Wendy so much for this because that would be a hard left. I gotta punch you in your face type moment for me. For me. For me. Especially
You know
with
what?
Mia throwing a drink in my face. I just would have had to say goodbye to Real Housewives of Potomac.
Let
I
me
would have
say
had
this.
to catch a lawsuit that day because I would have
Let
punched
me
Mia in her face.
let me say this. I do respect the way Wendy handled this whole mom situation in this
Because
scenario.
mamas are crazy.
But what you're not about to do is come at me about whether that's your mama or not. But when somebody called your mama a whole witch, you did nothing. Don't pick and choose when to get froggy. Okay. Let's not do that. But I do respect that she did eventually speak up. Okay. But I felt like she should have spoke up a long time ago. Okay. I feel like had she said, listen, what we're not about to do is bring my mother up in any conversation, talk about my mother, period. Okay. That probably would have left the whole shrine thing, everything alone. Let's not talk about my mother, period. Okay. Then I feel like shrine conversation, you ain't even got to say don't bring up a shrine. It's off the table. Okay. Let's not bring up my mother. She ain't here. Let's not bring her up in
Right.
conversation. Okay. Basically, yes. I feel like it's let's not pick and choose. Okay. But anyways, Mia says, it was a joke, but she wants to clear it up. And yeah, Wendy's like, there's nothing to clear up. Okay. She says that there's shrines in Catholicism.
Absolutely, there is. There is.
Nobody asked if there's shrines in Catholicism. That's not what this is the deflection we're talking about. We're not asking, we're not these roundabout questions. Okay. I didn't say, hey, is there shrines in Catholicism? Who gives a damn? We're talking about the shrines that your mama talking about.
Well, her
That's
mother
what we
is
talking about.
Catholic.
Is that all she is? She says that she feels that, she would be misunderstood anyway, being Nigerian. So the conversation she feels like is very triggering for her. She said her mom is a woman of Christ. And it hurts her for her to be maligned in this way. And she says that her friends could never talk about her mother this way. You ain't got to be my friend. Nobody could ever talk about my mother. That's just how I feel. Basically, she gets emotional talking about that's my mother. That's my mother. This one went straight over my head. It went straight over my head. But Mia says that she completely understands, and she says that she will leave it alone. So kudos to you, Mia.
Right. Look at Mia being, that's because she didn't have that liquor. So the ladies meet up for lunch because she's not on that hard alcohol no more. They talk about what the ladies have learned about each other since they've been there. Ashley shares obviously what they learned about Nneka and her wedding issues at the Watergate. She talks about looking forward to her Nigerian wedding and her husband
It
being
was
a
so
chief.
funny to me.
Then she mentions that some people buy those titles and they relate that to the blue check on Twitter. And was it just me or did I feel like she was throwing shade to Wendy?
Huh?
About buying titles on and about being chiefs, and they were like, oh, and they were like, oh yeah, it's like the blue, but she was like, yeah, some people and that they
Oh,
buy titles.
I didn't take it as shade to Wendy. Did they buy a title?
I don't know.
Oh no, I didn't take it as shades of Wendy. I think she was just saying like,
No, because that's why I feel like Ashley came in and was like, or somebody came in and tried to make it lighthearted, like buying checks on Twitter and made it like lighthearted because it was so, because she was like, yeah, people pay for positions of chief.
you know how I took it? I took it as because you always hear like in Africa like somebody's a prince or a chief or
Right.
something like that. And I think she was
Can I meet my king of Zamunda?
and see so I took it as she's just telling you that yeah, not everybody was born into that you can buy a title now. So everybody can be a king or a chief or whatever
I
in Africa.
just can't wait to be king.
You're a mess. You're an idiot.
I'm sorry. Okay, so then Mia admitted to paying for her blue check mark, and Karen is in denial about hers until Candace has to show her that, baby, clearly you paid.
I thought it was Wendy. It
Oh,
was
Wendy, yes, it was. And she was like, but you paid to be verified, girl. It's okay.
Then went look. She's like no, yeah. She was like it says the subscription. She's like no. This girl went to her Apple Pay.
Right.
It
Karen
showed
is
the
claiming her
$11 a
innocence.
month
She said,
subscription.
well, this will stop. This will no longer,
She
girl.
said I need to contact Apple Pay. Girl,
So,
signed up for that girl. She said
so
I'm
then
innocent.
Ashley tells them that they're gonna do a chicken bingo. Karen says she's trying to be there for Ashley through this divorce, but she's doing a lot. Okay. Mia asks when she's getting a divorce, and Ashley says she's working on the custody details because right now she wants what's it, Dylan and what's the other little boy? I don't remember his name, but she wants the other little man. Uh,
Her
and she,
sons.
huh?
Her sons.
Yeah, she wants and Michael to have them every other week, but right now he's not agreeing to that, so they're trying to work that out. I don't know how much I believe that, but we're gonna go with it. Mia goes in, asks about Ashley and Candace, and she's like, so I heard Michael's suing you. So what's going on with that? Which we all know Candace not gonna speak on it, so Candace don't want to speak on it. Which then Robyn is like, so do we need a list of what we can and can't talk about? Well, bitch, why would you say that? The main person that don't want to talk about their shit, why would you say that?
That's why she said it. That's why she said it. She said, "Oh, so can we get a list of what we should and shouldn't be talking about?" Candace was like, "No." And she said, "Act dense another day." I said, "Now this is the shit. You wanna make up with somebody. Oh, we need to move past stuff and we need to
Now
get
that's when
back."
I saw that, Candace. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's when I saw that. I said, girl, you just thought you was good with her 5 minutes ago.
And Robyn has not said two words to this girl. She waiting for the conversation. Robyn is waiting for the conversation. But you have messed up the chances of the conversation in between that time. Just that quick. This is my point. Who can have a genuine friendship with someone like that? And I think the reason why Robyn even said it is because Candace is the one that was mainly coming at, well, Candace and Karen were the main ones coming at her about her situation. So she's like, well, can we get a list of what we should and shouldn't be talking about? Now that was like shade, but like little shady fun, right?
Right.
It wasn't too much, right? But to say, let's act dense another day, to me, that's fighting words. You calling me
I
dummy?
just feel like Candace,
That's
like
fighting
how
words. You want to
when
fight.
you no,
Don't
so
just
that when we often talk about it, what it is when you try to be, what is that? You try to be nice, nasty, and you got a bitch that's
That's not
nasty.
no. What see no. See what no, Trace. That was just nasty. Okay. What Robyn said was nice, nasty. It was like shady fun. That's nice, nasty. What Candace said was just nasty. You're not going to sit here and tell me, oh, well, let's play dumb another day. Girl, if you want to fight, just say that. Just tell me you want to fight me. That's it. We can get this done and over with. Why are we going back and forth over the table? Just tell me you want to fight, because that's really what it's giving. This is the type of mess I'm talking about. This is the type of stuff that will come out of her mouth, and then she wants to hide her hand. Oh, I don't know why the girl jumped on me. Oh, I don't know why she got so upset. Girl, because you saying words like you want to fight. And then want to hide your hand. I ain't saying that. What?
You might have some points.
I would have threw, girl, let me tell you, if I couldn't have reached her, look, if I couldn't have just yoked up like this, she would have been, listen, she like she was talking to Robyn, because she said, let's play dance another day. You ain't stupid. Girl, you know what? You right, I ain't. Because I caught it. You want to fight. That's what I caught. You want to fight.
Well, no, Candace is the one to call her lawyer, and
oh, you better hurry up and get him here. I hope you got 911 on speed dial.
They talk about legal matters, right? And Candace is like, well, I feel like I shouldn't talk about legal matters the same way you shouldn't have talked about what was going on with Juan, and feeling like that had something to do with him losing his job, which made Robyn upset. And I was like, well, Robyn didn't kind of talk too much. It was.
You know what I would have said if I was Robyn? What you're not about to do is tell me that what I said hurt his case. His case is over with.
That's true.
How would you know? How would you know? Because this case is over with. He ain't charged. He ain't had to pay nothing. Ma'am,
right, that's true.
How would you know? And who the hell are you to tell me that what I said hurt my man's case? You still going through yours.
Got any Robyn fans in here? I'm just like,
I'm not a Robyn fan at all. But what I'm not is a Candace fan. I'm going to stand 10 toes in the paint to go against Candace. I don't give a goddamn against anybody.
why?
Really?
I didn't know you had it in for Candace like
I do not like, I told you that I don't like Candace. She a crybaby. First of all, you know what it is? It's not even the fact that she like tries to be this little baby bully, but you're a baby bully.
Baby bully.
Yeah, but you're a baby bully, and then you cry all the time. Like you're really just a big baby. You're a big baby. You can't be both. Pick a side. Are you a bully or are you a baby? It aggravates the hell out of me. You try to hurt people to their core.
Maybe she's a Cancer.
You try to hurt people to their core. And the moment somebody says something to you, you are, where the hell are the tissues? Like, it aggravates me to my soul. Stand 10 toes, girl. Stand toes. No. I'm definitely not a Candace fan. No. But even before the Monique thing, like after the Monique thing, I really didn't like Candace. But I already didn't like her because she cries too much and she talks so much shit.
See, because I got her later on. I'm like who she is. She's growing up. She's like a big girl. Like I probably wouldn't have liked her back then.
What changed?
Well, I don't know because I haven't seen what she's changed.
Oh, she's not growing up. No, that's the same Candace. She's
okay.
She's the same. She's still doing the same stuff. She's still throw the rock and hide her hand. Yeah, so then they have a whole conversation about this non-violation thing. Robyn is trying to explain that it was not a non-violation. Wendy's confused. She was like, there's no way that she really that stupid. She was like, girl, yeah, it was. And if you really think that's not why he lost his job, then you tripping.
Right.
But it is what it is. So then everybody headed back to the hotel to change for chicken shit bingo. Now, with the name Chicken Shit Bingo.
Can we go to Austin and do this just for
I don't even know what it was. They didn't even, my thing is, I don't understand why people were dressing up for chicken shit bingo. You're not gonna tell me that I'm going to something called chicken shit bingo and I'm
chickens.
wearing
And I'm wearing my Sunday's finest.
yeah. I said, why is everybody dressed up? I didn't know what.
That's what it was for me.
Everybody is dressed up
I
for
would have
chicken
been
shit.
like Ashley in my cowboy boy boots and my shorts.
Yeah,
Y'all
like you didn't even got to tell me what's on. Listen, when you say chicken shit bingo, I'm not dressing up.
I'm not.
I might not even put no lashes on, okay? Because what the hell is a chicken shit bingo?
That's like if you said we're going to do goat yoga. Oh, goats by the. I'm not putting on my best yoga. I'm not putting on the Lululemon for the goat yoga.
No,
No.
absolutely not. So in the car, Wendy mentions that she's glad Candace and Robyn are sitting next to each other, and thinks that they would, excuse me, that it would be the perfect time for them to have a conversation. Robyn says she's not interested in the conversation after this girl just implied that she messed up her husband's case. Okay. Candace says that she doesn't think it's smart to speak on an ongoing legal situation. And Robyn basically breaks down crying and says, this is the worst part of the trip. Listen, what you ain't about to do is double down while you sitting right next to me. We in the back of this vehicle and you just going, Candace just don't know when to shut the hell up.
No.
You're sitting right next to me. This, like, you didn't learn? We're in close quarters, okay? And you gonna double down on the shit you said? What?
You just bringing up the old things. I just don't think it's nice.
She ain't learned. She ain't learned. You in close proximity to somebody and you still going.
Because look, I might not know a lot, but I know about that. I know about that. I know about that fight.
I know about that fight.
And she said, come up in my face again, and Candace did it. And Candace around and found out. And that is the one thing I do like about Monique.
And listen,
that is the one thing I do like about Monique.
The thing is, Monique is not like, I don't know, like some ghetto, like
no, she's not. She's
like,
absolutely not.
So the fact that you're able to pull this out of Monique, like, child, I will be 2 seconds off your ass because.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in to another review. What the hell is this? The Real Housewives of Potomac. Season 8, episode 6. If you have not already, please make sure that you hit that like button.
You comment.
You subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And y'all, we will catch y'all next week for another review. But it probably will be late because guess what? It's Christmas time. And if they're going to come on Sunday, guess what? We ain't going to be there. But we will catch y'all next time around. What? Is that wrong to say
next
that?
Sunday? Next Sunday?
Sunday. Next Sunday is Christmas. Is the day Christmas Eve?
Oh yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, you can't look. It's from yesterday. Okay, you
No,
got.
I'm just saying. And next Sunday is Christmas Eve. So yeah, we love y'all, but we won't be around. But we will make sure we catch up with y'all, and we will have the new episode out for y'all soon. But yeah, drop down in the comments. Let y'all know what you think. Is Nneka wrong? Is Wendy wrong? Are we reaching? Is Candace a bad guy? Like, am I just not?
She's the villain.
Hip.
Candace is the villain.
Because I'm like, oh, little baby Candace, and I wish Ashley would stop messing with her. And if anything, I like Ashley, but I'm mad that she keep with Candace. So maybe I'm wrong.
How's she messing with Candace?
I feel like Ashley messes with Candace, and it makes me not like Ashley.
Child, that's because you think.
But I really, but
you think Candace is a baby.
But the problem is, I really want to like I follow her on TikTok. Like I want to like her. I like her
because you think Candace is a baby because she cries all the damn time.
We'll reconvene next week. Drop down in the comments. Let us know what y'all think, and we'll catch y'all. If we don't see you, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. We love you guys, and have a good night.
Good night.